Now, from a puffed-up tree frog to a majestic puma.
Talking about Ben, then.
I thought you were saying I'm talking about you. No. The shortlist for this year's Wildlife Photographer of the Year People's Choice Award. It's in, and the pictures are frankly gorgeous.
We have some amazing photos to show you. This contest is organised by the Natural History Museum, which is asking all of us to help select the winner. So let's see a few of the 25 images which have made it through to the final. How do you choose?
It's really difficult. How do you take them? That's what I want to know.
Just have a really good phone. I wish.
Yes. Two of the shortlisted photographers, Sue Flood and Mark Williams, join us now. Morning, both.
Morning.
Sue, can you just tell us a little bit about your picture?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a lovely Weddell seal taken in Nico Harbour in the Antarctic. And this is the second most numerous seal in the world. They're amazing animals. And I saw this one day on a Zodiac cruise in the Antarctic, and it just was a perfect moment with the beautiful skin and the dramatic sky.
And he's smiling.
Yeah, looks like that.
I thought you'd nipped into my bedroom and taken that without my permission, Sue. He looks so great. I mean, how close did you have to get to him to take that?
Well, hopefully you can see from that photo how relaxed that seal is, because that's the thing. We don't want to be too close. It's important not to disturb the wildlife, and hence it be nice and relaxed. And I was using a long lens. Yeah, we were bobbing up and down in the Zodiac, and the ice floe that the seal was on was bobbing up and down. So it's important trying to, use the right shutter speeds and capture that moment.
Mark, tell us about your photograph, because yours is a beluga whale.
It is, yes. So mine was taken up in the Northwest Passage in Canada, on a remote island, at about 74 degrees north, which for context is about 700 miles south of the North Pole. And it's where belugas come in for the summer to exfoliate their skin, and it's sort of a nursery for their young. The image had it head out of the water, and I was lying on the ground.
Wow! So you had to capture a split second, less than a second. That particular. Did you know when you pressed the shutter that you'd got it?
I think it's hard in the moment to know that exact moment. I probably had, from the month that I was up there, probably 10,000 images or more. So you look back, and I think it's then when you really know you've got a great shot. But there was a special moment with that one beluga where I did sort of make eye contact.
Oh, love that. And Sue, I mean, we can hear from what Mark's saying. This is not like John or I turning up with our camera phone, is it? The preparation that goes into this, and the weeks and months. I mean, you work incredibly hard just to get one picture, don't you?
Well, yeah, and sometimes the preparation can be a year or more. I used to work making wildlife documentaries for years, and you could plan a year in advance. Or then sometimes you're just in the right place at the right time, but then it's having the hopefully the skill to respond quickly to the situation in front of you. But and feeling at home in the environment, and which I definitely do, because I've been working in the polar regions for, oh gosh, getting on for 30 years.
Wow, we're just seeing some of the other photos that you guys are competing against. I mean, it always amazes me, Mark, that every year we see these competitions, these photos, but every year we see something new. Is that what it's about? It's trying to find something, a snapshot of something that we've never experienced before.
I think so, yeah. I think also the Natural History Museum do a really good job of highlighting not just charismatic megafauna, but these small species. And the reason I actually entered the competition, because I think they've done such a good job of raising awareness about biodiversity loss and habitat destruction. And that's what enthused me. They're doing such a good job curating and picking images that I think are telling powerful stories, as well as being like relatively rare species.
And Mark, if
Absolutely.
you were to say there's like a list of elements that makes the winning photo, a photo that you just think, right, I've done my job there, what are the elements in a photo like this?
Wow, that's a hard one to put you on the spot. I think, what I think is special about my one, or to me anyway, is, and a lot of photographers do aim for this, is being at an eye level with an animal and having that eye contact, not to sort of anthropomorphize and give animals these human emotions, but when you can see into the eye, you do seem to connect with it. And I think that's quite one certainly important thing with a winning image.
Sue, apparently you're the only woman among these finalists. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that, and which is really lovely. And one of the things I love doing is going to give talks at schools and so on, and trying to encourage young people, especially girls, to get into wildlife photography. And of course, it's very much a sort of male-dominated environment. So it was really nice to hear that.
Why is that? Why is it traditionally so blokey?
I don't know. I think maybe I don't know why it's so blokey. It's maybe trying to carry some of the camera gear.
Yeah.
No,
Well, you're
I,
changing that, which is great.
And Mark, I was just going to ask that question about the kit. If a person wanted to start, what do you need to go out and buy the biggest, fanciest camera ever?
Definitely not. It's you can get caught in that trap so easily, but if you spend more time learning how to use what you do have and learning how to compose an image and just practice and time and finding something unique. Some of the award-winning images in the wildlife photography this year were from young adults, some of them even the below 16 award, and they were shooting with small cameras in their garden during COVID of things like beetles, and they won their categories. So you don't need to be in these fancy lenses or in these remote areas like the Arctic. You can really find interesting, amazing stuff close to home.
Mark, Sue, good luck going head to head with us this morning. We'll find out who the winner is very soon. But to you and all the other entries, thank you very much indeed for sharing those fantastic pictures.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now, a primary school in Suffolk has welcomed a new addition to their class.